As your premier choice for inter-island travel, Bahamas Ferries would like to take you on a special journey as we show you the ins and outs of our wonderful company and the valuable contribution made over the years. Let's take a look at where we began, how we got to where we are now, and where we see ourselves headed. So let's get started at the best place to start, the beginning.
We started out with one boat, and that was the high-speed ferry called the Bohingi. They coined its name from an elder statesman of Harbor Island by the name of Henry Sawyer. And Mr. Sawyer, if you ever listen to Brylanders speak, because of the dialect, and I'm from Eleuthera, but I'm not from Bryland, right? Because of the dialect, when they speak, things like brother becomes like the R and the H and things, they get a bit confused and lost in their speech. And so brother becomes Bo, and Henry becomes Hengi and stuff like that.
Bahamas Ferries was the original brainchild of Tyrone Sawyer, a Bahamian friend who brought the idea to a group of risk investors, risk capital investors back in 1998. I think it took us here almost 2 years to put the company together. At that time, bank financing was not available, so we all had to put up a total amount of money required to build the first Bohingi. And we commenced service to Spanish Wells and Harbor Island at the end of 1999.
In 2001, we got the Sea Link. At that point, there were basically two separate companies operating with basically the same ownership. And so the owners determined that it would make more sense to bring the companies together. So Bahamas Sea Road and Bahamas Fast Ferries amalgamated and became Bahamas Ferries. So that's how we came into being. Now, in 2003, thereabouts, we, again, because the passenger market was really good, then we went and we purpose-built the Sea Wind. We got the East Wind in 2012, which is strictly strictly free. And after putting that into service for a couple of years, the ship became too small. And so we then went out and we looked for a bigger freight-only vessel, and we found the Enagua Spray, which used to be the ex-Carib Sun. We purchased that, we had it refurbished, and now we have it in service. And it's seeming already like that may be becoming a bit too small as well. So in the fleet, we have Bohingi 2, Bohingi 3, Sea Wind, Sea Link, Eleuthera Express, East Wind, and Enagua Spray. Those are the boats that comprise the fleet.
I think in the last 5 years, we've reinvented ourselves. We were operating a sort of 5-vessel fleet that was mainly focused on roll-on, roll-off passenger operations. And we now have 7 vessels with an 8th under construction.
The company started out with probably 18 to 25 employees. And since then, we've grown to in excess of 100 employees. We've had also a tremendous amount of our crew members, particularly, who have had the opportunity to grow within the company, which has been phenomenal, I think.
The destinations we service from New Providence are 12 in total, on the islands of Eleuthera, Abaco, Grand Bahama, Andros, Exuma, and Long Island. Now on Eleuthera, which is our primary destination, and really where it all began, we service 6 ports. To complement our core services, we also offer the Harbor Island Day Away Excursion. We offer harbor cruises, school packages, group travel, and charters for large groups, as well as freight into those destinations that we do not normally service. We have made a gallant effort to become a part of the communities in the Family Islands by employing persons within those communities. Also forging strong partnerships with third-party vendors such as restaurants, hotels, transportation providers, craft vendors, and heavy equipment operators. We believe in supporting those businesses and initiatives that uplift, build, and create wholesome communities.
I think what's been interesting about the business for us over the last 5 years in particular has been that by adding to our RoPax fleet in terms of equipment, we've been able to enhance the offering to customers beyond sort of passenger and car service into what has become a full-service freight company servicing all of our destinations in the country at least once a week. Some with more frequency, but all at least once a week.
My name is Carolyn Swan, and I head up the export division of Bahamas Food Services. So we sell to every single island and key outside of Nassau. Had it not been for Bahamas Ferries, I don't think Bahamas Food Services would be where it is today, simply because of the professional service that they offer and being able to get into the islands. The export part of Bahamas Food Services business has been impacted greatly by the service that they offer, and also it's a great benefit to our customer base.
My name is Susan Charlo, and I'm a store manager here at Burroughs One Stop Grocery Store in Governor's Harbour, Luther. Burroughs One Stop has been in business for 20 years, and we've been using Bahamas Ferries for at least half of that time. Bahamas Ferries offers shipping in a different way. The mail boats, we have to pay per package, and Bahamas Ferries offers pallet prices. So we're able to bring in more bulk products and bring down our costs a little more, whereas with the mail boats, we have to pay for each thing by the case. So it's easier for us to bring in the bulk.
My name is Alton Pender, and I'm manager of Spanish Wells Food Fair. I shipped with the Bahamas Fast Ferry for the past year and a half, and they gave me good service. When we get shipped short items that the company is out of stock, and it comes in the next day, let's say to Nassau, well, I could call the Bahamas Fast Ferry and say, man, do me a favor. I need this stuff on the boat tomorrow. And they'll see that that gets on the boat the very next day. So that's been real helpful to this company.
The reason we decided to use Bahamas Ferries is that in the food business, the handling of product, temperature control is very important, otherwise you diminish the quality of your product. And so Bahamas Ferries has allowed us to be assured that we're going to get delivery of our products at the quality that they have been dropped off at the location in Nassau.
We use Bahamas Ferries because we find that they're a very reliable source of transportation to and from the Family Islands. With Bahamas Ferries, they not only ship to the destination, but they also deliver it as well. So it makes it very convenient for the destination that it has to go to.
What we like about Bahamas Fast Ferries is because it's on time, it's reliable, and we get our stuff all in one.
Bringing the ferry on into Eleuthera brought people and then brought business. So I'm thankful to Bahamas Ferry because if it was not for them, I would not have been the top business.
Bahamas Fast Ferry will be the way for us as farmers here in Eleuthera to get their product to Nassau and to get it there on time. We can grow it, but our biggest problem was being able to get it when you harvest it. Bahamas Fast Ferry moves every day, so it will be able to get to Port-of-Ski on time to be distributed to the hotels where it's going.
I think in the short term, we would like to really focus on execution. And the teams really come together in a strong way, and we're very on top of what we are seeking to accomplish. But now it's about saying, we want to do this by Friday, that stuff's done by Friday, and so on and so forth, going into a month or a quarter or a year. And I think that we're going to be very much able to achieve that. In the medium term, I think again, focusing on kind of enhancing the product offering to make sure that we're doing what our customers want us to do is very important for us. And in the long term, route expansion and making sure we cover a greater footprint to, again, continue the trend of growing with the country. And those would be the short and medium long-term goals that I would see. I think that the sort of the growth and transition of the company on a human level from the last sort of 5 years has been phenomenal. I mean, everybody's really kind of hit their stride, and we're all pretty certain about what we're trying to achieve, and that level of cohesion with the people you work with is really, really special, and it's exciting. And so I think that reinvention has started on a course that we're very confident about executing, and we couldn't do it without everybody kind of being on board, to pardon the pun.
It makes us so happy to see where we've come from and everything the future holds for Bahamas Ferries. We've loved serving you and being a part of this great community of ours since 1999, and look forward to continuing to make and strengthen our connection for many more. Bahamas Ferries, we make the connection.